Welcome to Martinsville for the running of the AAA 500. On the pole for today's race, Paul Mack to the outside, famous Jason Smino Jr. Cole Luigi is third, fourth, and fifth, Jake West. Your points leader in both the chase of full season, Michael Gregory. He starts towards the back, so it'll be interesting to see him make his way up through the field. As the field comes off turn number 4, 75 laps at Martinsville. The pace car is in, getting ready to go, racing at the paperclip. The great flag is in the air. 8th chase race of the season is underway. Off of turn number 2 down the backstretch, Cole Luigi, last race winner all over the back bumper. Paul Mack has hit 3 and 4. Cole Luigi 2 wins this season, and they both come in the chase as they come down the front straightaway. Lap 1 led by Paul Mack. Here comes Cole Luigi to the inside. 42 car drives it down in and will clear Paul Mack as they come off of turn number 2. Race leader is now Cole Luigi. Launching as a race under 3 and 4 though. Minnick trying to hang tough on the outside. Not going to work for him. Cole Luigi out front. And now the battles for a second. Here comes Jake West. John Gamma, a chaser pushing him. Trey Rainey, another chaser coming on the inside lane. See how bad the outside is? You have to find a hole down quickly. See the 35 trying to get down in front of that 18. Looks like he will be able to. No, he couldn't quite do it. Trey Rainey drives in there. He needs that spot. Paul Mack still falling backwards. See, now he's going to get passed by John Gambit in the 16. Gambit coming up to the front. Needs this run badly so he can get back up into the chase as the yellow is out. Adam Lewis has spun on the front stretch. TJ Hanley also has damage in the 30 car. 2 chasers involved as they race back to the stripe. It's all Cole Luigi out front. He gets back to the line in first as everyone gets away. Let's see what happened. TJ Hanley and Adam Lewis. 2 chasers involved in a spin on the front stretch. Very interesting here. Hanley is underneath Derek Bouchard in the 9. And you can see Adam Lewis turns right into TJ Hanley and wrecks him hard into the inside wall. That's actually a harder hit than when I first saw. I thought that maybe the third car would be able to continue on because Martinsville doesn't really matter, but man, that's some hard hit. Might have ruined the front suspension there. Let's go on board. Oh. It's a weird view there to see Adam Lewis just turn right up into TJ Hanley there. That's a little weird. And then Hanley has an onboard camera. It's a pretty hard hit, but maybe he'll be able to continue on. We saw at All Club what his team could do. Back to the line first is Cole Luigi. They will stay out, and it'll be the 42 car until he's back to the green flag. Going back green, lap number 10. The 30 and 55 are a lap down. The 10 never even started the race, but 30 still in the race. TJ Hanley going to try and make up some points as your race leader is Cole Luigi. In second, we have Jake West. Third is John Gambit. Fourth is Paul Minnick. And fifth is Jonathan Rains. In sixth, we have Trey Rainey. Seventh is Dan Bannon. In eighth, we have Jason Smino Jr. Ninth, James West. And 10th is Alex Stewart. See the 55 and 30 trying to get up. Caught up to the inside lane. Maybe they're trying to play it right to where they have enough of a run. As the pace car is in there off of turn number 4. And the great flag is in the air. We're racing again at Martinsville. Look at Keith Powell trying to come to the inside. Cole Luigi. He might have timed it right so that he could get enough of a run. It's not going to work for him. Down the back straightaway. Cole Luigi holds the race lead, but now John Gambit and Paul Minnick battling for third. Minnick might get 2 for 1 right here as he gets underneath Jake West. And Paul Minnick is through to second. That was a strong move there by your pulls there. Here comes Jonathan Rains. Hasn't had a great season. He's inside. He's going to get to third right here. Good run for that 29 car. Trey Rainey almost got spun by Dan Bannon. What a save there by the 18. One of your chasers moving past TJ Hanley, the lap car. Bannon almost spun him. Luke Rainey's on pit road. Problems for the 2 cars. So man, a lot of people pitting. It's weird. It's gonna be a lot of cars a lap down now. Yeah, look at this. Only 35 on the lead lap. Wow, problems there. Jonathan Rains up to second. 29 cars flying around Martinsville. As they come off turn number 4, these guys that pit, they're going to go like 2 laps down. That's very interesting. I don't know what's happening here. Dodd has damage? What in the world? Martinsville's always wild. Whoa, Casamito merging out pit road and almost wrecked the guy running in second place. It's very odd how these guys came down pit road. Right now, we only have 32 cars on the lead lap. And some pitted, and there are 4 cars 2 laps down. It's very interesting. Jonathan Rains, though, has been coming the past 3 laps. He's been running very fast laps. And he is on a charge to get up to the front. Won at Michigan earlier this season. He's trying to chase down Code Luigi, has 2 wins this season. Pocono and Auto Club, both of those coming in the chase. In fact, Auto Club was just last race. Can the 42 get 2 in a row? Behind them, looked like Dan Bannon was making a pass on Trey Rainey. He does, and he gets by the 18. Move Dan Bannon up to 6th and possibly even 5th right here. So he's underneath Jake West. He has a nose into 1 and 2. Gambit up top ahead of him. Dan Bannon to 5th. Can he get to 4th? Trey Rainey still falling on the outside lane. Whoa, Bandit came up in front of Jake West, and he was not clear. Rainey will settle into 8th, possibly trying to get underneath Nathan Hood now as they come off turn number 4. Can't do it, but Jake West is fading on the outside lane. 36 car going away from them. Nathan Hood past Jake West. West still fading. Trey Rainey will get up to the outside lane. Dan Bannon ahead, going for 4th. 14 cars coming on strong. As up front, Jonathan Rains has passed Code Luigi. Rains now to the point. So he has 3 lap cars out, and Levi Shillings, who won here earlier this season, looking for the Martinsville sweep. And right now leading a train of lap cars ahead of the leaders as Alex Stewart missed that corner, went up high. Jake Moss will get underneath them. And there's a battle ahead with the lap cars in front of the race leaders. Rains, Code Luigi. And then your next battle is 3rd. Here comes Bandon underneath Paul Minnick. 14 car going for 3rd. Couldn't get it done on the 51 quite yet, but he is definitely a lot faster. Dan Bandon, strong here at Martinsville. We're not even halfway through the race yet. John Gambit moving back around Nathan Hood to get back to 5th. Code Luigi now getting passed by the lap car. Keith Powell, 42 fading. And if he gets stuck on that outside lane, he will fall many positions. In fact, he might fall back all the way to the back of the top 10, where we see that is Larry Bouchard Jr., Jay Jefferson, James West, Trey Rainey still stuck on the outside lane. He's in 9th right now. He's in a battle for 9th and 10th. Larry Bouchard Jr. is back there in 11th. It's up ahead. Jonathan Rains. Dan Bannon was dogging Paul Minnick there for a few laps. Couldn't get anything done with him. Now John Gambit's gotten back in a rhythm. He's going to try and make a charge at Dan Bannon now. Bannon might have used up his stuff. Thing you have to do here, manage your equipment at Martinsville. Manage your brakes, manage your tires, manage your rear tires, especially coming off the corner. You could very easily just nail them and use up all that rubber. Now Trey Rainey's underneath James West. So West might have gotten around Rainey, but Rainey gets right back around him, and the 18 cars back up to 9th. Battle for 7th is Jake West and Jason Smith Jr. And it looks like the 35 will have it as he comes off turn number 4. That's for 7th, and Jason Smith Jr. gets it. We had some drivers we haven't talked about. Riley Spurley, solid run for one of our chasers. Right now running in the 14th position. Right behind him, Jeff Bright needs a good run. They have brought some really good short track cars this season. 5 cars up to 15th, top 15 for him. Derek Bouchard is 17th. How about Jonathan Buford in 18th? Josh Crash, another one of your chasers, in 19th. So good runs for them. As we look up to the front, nothing really happening except the lap cars are moving around the leaders. And Keith Powell will get back on the lead lap with this move right here. So Keith Powell now back on the lead lap. That will give us 33 cars on the lead lap. Good job there by that 55. Possibly the leaders using up their stuff really early here. John Gammon's gotten back around Dan Bannon, now stalking Paul Minnick for that 3rd position. Minnick, ever since starting on pole, as he faded just a little bit, came back up to the front. He's up in 3rd now. Solid day for that 51 team. We're not even halfway through this race. It's a long one at Martinsville, but it's a wild one all the time. Martinsville, very wild. Jake West and Trey Rainey possibly in a battle. That's for 8th. Jake West slower. Trey Rainey looked to the high side, didn't have anything for him. And now another battle. Dan Bannon trying to get back underneath John Gambit. Cars and drivers just trading positions. Back in 4th here at Martinsville is battle for 4th. Dan Bannon trying to get underneath your chaser. John Gambit, if he drives in, he has it. He has the position down to the bottom lane. If I'm John Gambit, I give it up because he's got some hungry people coming behind him. Nathan Hood and Jason Smith Jr. is side-by-side battle now for 6th. And give it to the 35 car entering 1 and 2 strong. And now Code Luigi's starting to run down Jonathan Rains just a little bit. at Little Caesars Chevrolet for Jonathan Rains out front. And Cold Luigi is in second. Possibly the 42 just trying to save his stuff right now, running in the second position. Same with Jonathan Rains, possibly. Maybe these two just trying to save their equipment just a little bit. As the guys are battling back there, third on back, these guys can just stay out front and save their equipment. See, TJ Hanley has fallen off pace, and he's about to get caught by these guys. He's trying to run 34th. These guys behind would be all for a position, all the way up to Jake Moss in 38th. So Hanley obviously a lot more damage than what we thought he had. So up ahead, these lap cars battle in front of the race leaders. Here comes Nathan Hood. Gets underneath Jason Smith Jr. Past him, and now he's underneath John Gambit, and we'll go around for 5th. Hood strong. Jay Jefferson might be underneath James West back there. That's for 11th position. At JJ Reversals Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Hasn't really had the great runs as of late, but just looking for a good run here today at Martinsville and running 12th. That's solid for him. Sure, he'd love to get a top 10. John Gambit falling. He's back to 7th now. Jason Smith Jr. moves up to 6th. Still Jonathan Rains up front, but they have caught TJ Hanley. Hanley and Levi Shones are making contact. Those two have had some history together. They're good friends off track, but on track they have run into each other so much. More than anyone. They made some contact on the front stretch. Let's actually look at that and see if possibly one of them got into the other. Oh, yeah. Hanley had a little help from Shones there. Almost got spun. Hanley comes up and rubs against Shones, not appreciating it, and keeps Shones on the outside. Hanley stays to the outside, going to let Rains down on the bottom lane. Smart move there, but that hurts Keith Powell. Powell will now lose his lap that he earned back. Cold Luigi 3 wide. Hanley all the way up top. Keith Powell got a little angry with him, and Cold Luigi needed to get to that to keep touch with Jonathan Rains. Nathan Hood's all the way up to 4th while we were watching that. You can see him in the 83. Been working his way up to the front. So we're more than halfway through this race now. We have, we are almost halfway through the race. It's Jonathan Rains still out front. We're working on lap 37 of 75. See how fast those laps are as they go by. Now we're over halfway through the race. See Paul Mack a little bit held up by Hanley there and can't get by him. Nathan Hood gonna close in. Hanley will finally yield. He goes to the high side. Lets Paul Mack down low. Minnick will keep 3rd for now, but Nathan Hood definitely closed in because of all that. He's onto the back bumper. Mack now will move past Hanley. Here comes Larry Bashir Jr. He's moved up into 8th. Going for 7th at 39 car. Long run car here today. He's up to 7th. Yeah, he was outside the top 10 last time we checked, and now he is inside in 7th. Hanley still trying to get out of the way. John Gammett's all the way back to 9th, and he has Trey Ring right behind him in 10th. So problems for John Gammett over our chasers, but still run solid in the top 10. Exactly what he needs to do. Well, we drove it in hard. In fact, John Gammett's the highest chaser right now, so he can just relax. He's moving around Jake West to put a car in between he and Trey Rainey. Right now, he and Rainey would be the 2 highest finishing chasers. They could just relax, take it nice and easy. As here's your next chaser, Riley Spragley Tube. And then you got Christian Merrick. Then, all the way back here, you got Josh Crash. Then Jonathan Buford. Then Anthony Wendler. And then Chris Dodd, who is in 41st. Tough break for that 33 car. Michael Gregory's all the way back here in 28th, but Kevin Band's all the way back here in 30th. Those two have been 1-2 pretty much the whole season. Man, it's not helping that they've been running next to each other no matter where they are. They could be up running in the top 5, one running 3rd, one running 4th, but then when one runs bad, the other runs bad. One could run 40th, the other will run 39th. Just how that season has gone. No real battles. Looks like John Gammett's moved back to around Larry Bouchard Jr. to get to 7th. A lot of just swapping positions. Let's look at this. TJ Henley about to get caught by Jay Jefferson. And Jefferson has a long line of cars behind him. So obviously he wants to move out of the way. Hanley will go to the bottom. Jefferson trying to go around the top. That might actually lose that 48th spot. So here comes Spurley Tube. Yes, Spurley Tube will move around Jay Jefferson, but now he has Hanley in front of him. Does Hanley let the 22 down and around? Those two are teammates in the Target Series. Both drive for TriStar. Hanley moves out of the way, and Spurley Tube will get by Jefferson for 12th. Jefferson moves back to 13th. Hanley moves out of the way, and Spurley Tube has cleared him. Jefferson will now get around the 30 car. John Gannett and Larry Fisher Jr. just continue to battle. The 39 car now up to 7th. The 16 is back to 8th. 30 laps to go this time. In fact, the leader is just taking 30 laps to go now. It's Jonathan Rains out front. Still took the lead from Coluigi on the restart. Hasn't looked back since. But do these guys have some pit stops in store? Here's 10th place Trey Rainey, holding a solid position. Jay Jefferson, Luke Rainey. Rainey is a few laps down. Jefferson might lose a spot to Jim Gammett right here, although Gammett's a lap down too, or a few laps down, so. We'll go back up to the race lead, see how these guys are doing. Keith Powell's in between the 42 and the 29. In fact, these laps, whoa, Jake Moss way out wide in that corner. Wow. I don't know what happened to that 32 there, possibly. Oh, caution has come out, and this changes everything. A wreck on the front straightaway, and this changes a lot. We'll have to deal with the restart here late in this race. Let's see what happened to bring out the yellow flag. Racing 3 wide around the lap car, TJ Hanley. You can see Evan Rudd in the middle. Christian Merrick down low, a chaser. And Merrick just spins Evan Rudd, much like what happened to Adam Lewis and TJ Hanley. And Rudd hits that inside wall hard. Merrick gets driving away. And man, look at Tommy Turbo coming there and almost hit him. Let's go on board Christian Merrick and see what we could see from that, from his view, because that angle didn't really show anything. See if he came up into the 21 or if 21 came down. I would say the 47 definitely moved up, but I don't know if he knew that there was the 30 car on the outside of both of them. Now this changes everything. Jonathan Rains gets back to line first. He's on pit road. And I think all of the lead lap cars will come down pit road. It's going to get interesting here at Martinsville. Coluigi is one of the last pit stalls. Let's see, do they take 4 or do they take 2? Definitely want to take tires. Martinsville, very tire dependent. And does someone gamble and take 2 tires and try and get out? Jonathan Rains out and away. Coluigi out in second. Paul Minnick third. Nathan Hood, others come out. And can Rains hold the race lead? He gets off arrow first. His crew does their job. Now can he do his job on this restart and get them a win here at Martinsville? Come back around lap number 53. Man, oh man, Kevin Bandon a header. Takes him out of the race. And that's just horrible luck for one of the guys in the chase. Ooh, look at Tyler Lyman and Evan Rudd making contact. Lyman might have to get down pit road. Pace car is in. That's going to result in a wreck. Oh, yeah, it does. Inside lane stacked up. Pace car is in. Do we go green this time? Do they hold it a lap? The green flag's back there. We're back racing. We're going green. And look at how far spread out the pack is. They're brake checking everywhere. It's a very interesting race. Martinsville's always a crazy race. And always caution's back out. Caution is back out. The caution was... Oh my God! What in the world happened there? My goodness. I don't even know if I want to look at that again. Man, the 1 with the time damage, the 15 with the time damage. Cars are stopped on the back straightaway now. Well, I don't know what in the world happened just there. But your race leader is still Jonathan Rains, and he'll take us back to the green flag. Well, let's try this again. Going back green lap number 58. No cars have retired, but man, oh man, there's only 22 cars on the lead lap. Jonathan Rains is out front. Coluigi's in second. Paul Meg third. Nathan Hood fourth. Fifth, Dan Bandon. Jake West sixth. Seventh, John Gambit. Eighth is Trey Rainey. In ninth, we have Jason Smino Jr. And 10th, Larry Bouchard Jr. It's going to get interesting. Pace cars are in. Can Rains hold the lead? Can Coluigi take it? Will this race have another caution? Will it go green to the end? We're about to find out. Off of turn number 4. Down the front straightaway. Green flag back in the air. Rains steps on the gas. Can he get clear? Van Tevi Henry down the bottom lane. Can't. Trying to get a run off. Can someone on the lead lap get down in lane? So far, no one able to do it. Luigi has an opening if he tries to get down low. Blake Chappell gonna hold him to the outside. Reigns now has an opening. Caution might have come out. Smoke on the backstretch. No yellow. Oh, they're wrecking here. Jonathan Reigns has gone around. They're wrecking in front of the field. Leaders wreck. A lot are sitting down there. The yellow out, and they're still crashing. Man, oh man, what just happened there? Luigi gets away with the race lead, but Jonathan Reigns has just crashed your race leader up in 3 and 4. Looks like Reigns tried to get down to the bottom lane. Stuart Gratton had none of it. Oh my gosh, yeah, that's horrible. That looked like just a lap car wrecking a lead lap car right there. 35 rear ends the 16. Cars are stacking up now down there. The 26 gets rear-ended by the 93. The 48 sitting on the curb. The 35, they're all wrecking everywhere. Still wrecking on the front straightaway. And now they're wrecking in 1 and 2 because why not? Everyone gets to wreck. You get a wreck, and you get a wreck, and you get a wreck, and you get a wreck. Luigi doesn't get a wreck though. He's out front, but I don't know how I like being out front now. Leaders seem to have such bad luck here. Take it back to the green flag. Let's see how this restart goes with on lap 65. 47 DQ'd, so that's another one of your chasers out. Stuart Gratton's also out. Jason Smith Jr. is also out. Same with the 51 of Paul Make, and now we only have 17 cars on the lead lap. Luigi out front. Second is Dan Band. Third is Jake West. Trey Rainey's fourth, and fifth with Billy Boucher Jr. Then James West, Jeff Bright, Jonathan Reigns, Evan Rudd, and Tommy Turbo. Remember when this race actually wasn't bad? Yeah, and look what happened now. Definitely took a turn for the worse. So Fields in 3 and 4. Coming off of turn number 4, Luigi has the restart in his hands as they come down the front straightaway. The green flag is back in the air. Can he get clear? Jack Marshall on the bottom. No, it's a pretty even start. James West gets down low very quickly behind. That's one of your lead lap cars. Luigi got a good run off the corner. Caution back out. He has to deal with another restart. This one coming with under 10 laps to go, though. He wants to put that 32 in between he and the 14. He can't do it. Wreck on the front straightaway involving the 87 and the 93. Let's see what happened. The day a Martinsville race actually goes right is the day hell freezes over because they could go 3 on a restart and wreck before even getting to the line. Man, oh man. Well, Luigi is out front again. Can he deal with this restart? Looks like he's actually low pulling over. Oh, I think waiting for everyone to, yeah. All right, so it's Luigi out front. Can he deal with the restart with under 10 laps to go? 4 laps to go and we get the green flag. And we just have cars after cars retiring. Cars after cars going laps down. We have 16 on the lead lap. And Luigi's out front. Dan Band's in second. In third, we have James West. Fourth is Jake West. Trey Rainey's fifth. Then sixth, we have Larry Boucher Jr. Seventh is Jonathan Reigns. Eighth is Jeff Bright. Ninth is Evan Rudd. And 10th, we have, I don't even know at this point, Riley Spurley Tube somehow. They're hitting everywhere. I can hear cars hitting, sheet metal crunching. I don't know what is happening. Hopefully we can end this race under green. Hopefully this race ends soon because I have had enough of this already. They come down the front straightaway. And the green flag is back in the air. We're back racing. Can Luigi win? Dan Banding with a great restart. Underneath Luigi into 1 and 2. What a great restart by Dan Banding. He timed it right. Drag race down the back. Coming to 3 to go. Dan Bandon, Luigi. Bandon will clear the 42. Hasn't won since race 2 this season. 3 to go. Won it all, club. Second race of the season. Now he's pulling away from Luigi as they hit the backstretch into 3 and 4. Coming to 2 laps to go. It'll be a mile left at Martinsville. 2 laps to go. Dan Bandon wants to see the white flag. He knows he only has 1 more lap to get around Martinsville. Whoa, Jefferson really flat tracked it off that corner. You saw that blue 48 there coming off turn number 2. Here it is. White flag for Dan Bandon. 1 more time around Martinsville. He'll get his 2nd win this season. It's been so good in the Gatorade Cup Series. Missed the chase this season. It looks like he will win at Martinsville as they come into 3 and 4. Dan Bandon not going to look back. Coluigi will finish second, but Dan Bandon will win at Martinsville. He takes the lead off the final restart. Bandon wins the AAA 500 and will take home a grandfather clock. That was a race, I guess you could call it. First half went pretty clean. Second half went wild. Let's check the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the wild race at Martinsville, the AAA 500. There were 5 caution flags for 25 laps. 4 lead changes among 4 different drivers. And Dan Bandon brings it home. He led 4 laps to win. Coluigi second. He got passed on the last restart. Some damage might have hindered him. Highest finishing chaser, Trey Raines up 3rd. Labor Shore Jr. 4th. And Jeff Bright 5th. Evan Red 6th. Jonathan Raines led the most laps. 7. In 8th, we have Jake West. 9th, Tommy Turbo. And 10th, Derek Bouchard. So there's your top 20. If you ask me how people ended up here, I have no idea. And here's 21st to 40th. A lot of chasers finished down here after a rough race for them. And the next few 10 never even started the race, Cynthia Bright. Now let's go to the point standings. Here are the point standings after the 8th chase race, and now only 4 races left in the season. Michael Gregory's points lead has been cut into just a little bit by Josh Crash. It's now only 186 points, but that's still over a race. Anthony Wendler is 3rd. 4th is Kevin Bannon, and John Gammett's 5th. Trey Rainey is 6th. In 7th, we have TJ Hanley. 8th is Chris Dodd. 9th, Riley Sprague-Tube, and 10th, Adam Lewis. So there's your top 20. Wild race at Martinsville. Dan Bandon with the second win of the season moves up to 12th in the points. Good run for him here today. As you look down, 21st to 40th. And now, as we look down the rest of the points, you can see the chase point standings at the right side of the screen. Who's where and who's what. And Michael Gregory still has that points lead, but it's only by 1 point now over Riley Sprague-Tube. But it's getting closer. Now more drivers coming into it. It's going to be wild with these final 4 chase races. As the next race is going to be even more wilder. It's going to be the Camping World 500 at Talladega. See you guys then.